I am rolling, well, about to be. Welcome to another geocaching adventure with Flagg2007. That's me. This time I'm going to not be driving quite as far, but it is kind of another long range possible first to find on a hiking trail in the Tennessee. Technically, I think it's called the Eastern Tennessee part of Tennessee, near Knoxville, on a trail. Supposed to be a nice greenway and kind of a little underdeveloped trail system. Apparently for biking, I know that much, so it shouldn't be too bad of a walk. But we'll find out when we get there. Natural lighting. Now, don't ask me why, and I don't know because, well, there was an event yesterday and several new caches were placed. All these people at the event, and no one went after this one that I'm sitting not too far from. Because that's the reason why I didn't go get it, is because I figured someone would have came over here and got it. But it sat here for the rest of the day, all of the night, and it was an easy grab. So I'm on my way to get another one, way up, possibly an ammo can, maybe a lock and lock or a large lock and lock box. I don't know. I'll find out when I get there. And I pulled it up, and it was still not found. So who am I to pass up a first to find on the way to get another first to find that may or may not be found yet? I got to check it. But anyway, I stopped and grabbed it, and then we're getting back on the road. Freeway action. Yeah. Okay. Got to throw in the obligatory freeway travel shot going down the highway. Ooh, he's moving. Okay. I see a lot of this on this trip. Unlike 111, which was mostly 2-lane to begin with, and going into a lot of rural areas. This is almost, I guess you would call it 85% freeway to get to where I need to start. According to the GPS, I will be getting off here and possibly, I don't know, 37 miles or so. We'll find out. Well, we have arrived, and the trail is a little on the mushy side. And apparently, there are some bikers out there. Not a bad trip. And I'm working with a better trail than what I had before. My only issue will be crossing the creek at several points. Maybe one. I don't know. Here's the first one. It's not too bad. I think I can manage getting across that without hopefully falling in or getting my feet super wet. I do know I have to cross it though. That was easy. Oh well, look at that. That's interesting. Is that supposed to be a bridge, or I think it's a hangout. Huh. That's something you don't see a lot of in the woods. Unfortunately, I'm as wide as it'll go right now. Let me back up a little bit. Here we go. It's sitting on stilts over the creek. Interesting. Okay, moving on. About 3/10 of a mile to get to this one. And I might be able to shave a little time off of it if I can do a cross cut through the woods, which I'm trying to determine how difficult that will be. We're still kind of cold up here, so some of the bramble hasn't grown up to what it could be. If not, I can stay on the trail, which will take a little extra time to do. But there is a trail to work with. Well, let me check my GPS while my dogs romp around. Got to cut through some of that maybe. Maybe. Let's find out. Okay. It was a good idea, sort of. But I got distracted by a runoff, which made for real easy going, but it was, let's just say, further off from where I needed to be to hit a trail up here where the cash container is sitting on. So I reached a point where I started cross-cutting through the woods. Right now I'm only 279 feet from my intended target. It would seem that there is a... Yes, I'm going uphill a little bit. There's some... I don't know. Construction of some kind? A storage of some kind? I don't know. This might have been part of the original trail that I needed to be on, or I was trying to find, but wow, there's a lot of material laying on it. This is still showing it slightly further up from me at 177 feet. And it doesn't look like this trail has been used in a while, if it's part of the intended trail system. Oh wait, I think I see a marker. It's behind a tree up there. Okay, let me get up this slope and see if I can do that without dropping, falling, and tripping over things. My dogs, I don't know where they are. They're over there in the woods. Looking for that creek, no doubt. So, let's go up. Oh, we made it. That's not a marker, it's a stump that the light is shining on very brightly. $112 feet. Still no trail, maybe. Might be one right in here. At least this stuff isn't thick enough to claw your clothes off. There's my dogs. $65 feet. Ah, here's a trail sign of some kind. 46, 44. So, that's the trail I was looking for. Right over there. Runs back down that way. 28 feet. Huh. Well, okay. Says I'm here, 20 feet, 19 feet. We don't know how accurate their coordinates are, or could be if they're using phone or GPS. This says 13 feet. No hint available, so I'm on my own at 17 feet. Let's see if I can get it down to 0. And a tree with a crack in it, and doesn't appear to be anything in there. 14 feet. Yes, definitely the trail. Could they have actually put it? Oh, good grief. It's a library. Free little library. Take a book, leave a book. Sometimes people put stuff in here. Oh, we got a letter. For those who want to know the truth. Oh boy, that sounds refreshing. You know, this is a better looking library than some of the ones I've seen in some neighborhoods. How crazy is that? And I'm 30 feet off though, so maybe not the library. Let's keep looking. Okay, if I find it, I'll cut this back on. Okay, the coordinates were just a tad off, you know, maybe 20, 30 feet, but I found it. And I'm not going to post any spoilers on this one, but let me just say, it's very creative. It will get a favorite point, and I was first to find on it. And it was different. You have to think a little bit outside the box to, excuse me, lay hands on it. But it's in a very good spot, and with a little luck, this will last for a few years before someone stumbles across it. Probably not a geocacher, but they could stumble across it and jack it up. Hopefully not. But now I think we're going to try to take off the side of the hill right here to see if we can get back to the trail and get back to the car and pick up a few other trail caches along the way, which I think don't involve any hills. I hope not anyway. So Flagg2007 signing off until the next cache I find along this trail system. This is the only one on this side of the road. We got to go back to where we parked to get to the other trail system. Oh yes, I am still in the woods on those other trails on the other side of the road, looking for my second find over here. The first one wasn't too awfully difficult, and at least they're micros in the woods, but, well, they say small, but at least they do give you some hints as to where they might be, or close to it anyway. According to this, I'm 38 feet off at the moment, but it should be over here to my immediate right, 15 feet accordingly. The last one was 7 foot, so their cords that they're shooting with are fairly accurate. Ah, look at that. Laying dead out in the open. Not too difficult to miss that one. Let's just hope the bottle has been sealed properly. Another quick, easy find with good coordinates. And now we're headed back. because I kind of drove up the road a little bit and pulled into a kind of, maybe it was a parking spot, enough for one vehicle anyway, but maybe not. So, yeah, we'll do okay. So, thanks for joining me out here on these trails in Tennessee with my pooches. And trying to do a little more content as far as geocaching goes. You get what you get when you watch my videos. You know, this is just me out on the trail. Some people like to do other things. I thought about carrying a tripod at one point and setting it up to do the camera walk off and then run back and get the camera and then edit that part out. But I don't like to double up. I'm old. So doubling up on my steps is no fun at all. And trying to video while you're walking in the woods can be dangerous too. But these are nice trails, so I'm not too awfully afraid of doing this. There's a big rock. No tree roots. I think this might be one of the biking trails, although I have not seen any tracks. Oh, here we go. Come here. Hold on. Oh, I found out you can... Okay, let's try this again. Oh, we just had a little doggy encounter. Nothing too bad. She was a very friendly pup. And I left my controls in the freaking car. Okay. Am I recording? I hate to be talking when I'm not recording. But yeah, it's recording. Okay. We will get back and head back to the house. So, yep, here we go. Again, signing off Flagg2007 saying, hey, get out there and find a few geocaches. And if you go after a first to find, at least do the prudent thing and get a few of the surrounding geocaches in the area, if you can. And so I could, and they were there, so I got a few extras. Always good to get a few extras. More trail action. I hadn't even got to the picnic tables yet. Yes, there were some picnic tables down here. How crazy is that? Picnic tables in the woods. You gotta wonder, did they bring them up here in pieces and put them together? Or did they try to haul them up here all together? I don't think so. I think they brought them up, several people, in pieces and put them together on the spot. That's the way I would have done it anyway. These are big picnic tables too. Excuse me. We were going down the way we came up. Alright, okay, I'm done this time.